King Thorfinna Snorrison of Iceland and Ireland, and by island I mean like Ireland, not Ireland. All the islands, basically, in the world right now. Well, not all of them, otherwise we'd have the achievement. And on the subject of achievement, I am aware that the achievement is broken. I know a lot of people have pointed out in the comments. This achievement is broken, and the achievement to get Sicily is broken. However, as with all Crusader Kings 3 achievements, if it's broken through the code and they update it, you will become, basically it will essentially trigger, it will become unlocked for you, and when that update is out, as long as you're on the official checksum, it will still count, and you should in theory still get that achievement. I've had confirmed reports, I don't know how much I'm allowed to say, of people basically hopping over to the new version of the patch, and it working fine. You gaining that achievement after it's done. So don't worry about it. Basically, the campaign is still on. And just to kind of show that, if we go to the achievement screen, you see how we've got like a King of the Isles there, and the other one we want to go forward is faster than a fox. This is broken and doesn't work if you start with a custom character. And currently the code for this is you have to always be above 80 realm size. They got the bracket round the wrong way, the greater than, lesser than symbol. So you can actually only achieve this if you constantly have over 80 realm size. So the only people who could do that is like the Byzantine Empire. Oh no, starting and staying as a North Germanic. I don't think you can ever do that, actually. Makes it very difficult, doesn't it? So anyway, if we go to possible now, that is gone. One that we do have access to, though, is Canute the Greater. So we could always just go for that one. But again, as long as we are able to set ourselves up to get the achievement, we will still get the achievement. So we're just gonna carry on as things are, as per usual, and aim for that continuous goal, because it will still count eventually, whenever that patch does hit. The other thing as well everyone keeps telling me is that, yes, I am well aware that our troops are dying of attrition. When you're raiding and you take attrition and the troops die, you don't lose the loot. The loot remains attached to that army, and if you get it back, you still get the loot, even though your troops are dying of attrition. It doesn't really matter that much anyway. So what have we got going on here? War against the tyranny of Ragnar II. We've joined as an ally, so I really don't care about that one at all. Where do we want to aim for next, then? So we picked up Corsica and Sardinia, along with this island here, Minorca. That's pretty much all we grabbed yesterday, because it was a lot of raiding, mostly, and of course, just getting over here, getting into a position where we could take this. Bear in mind, kind of half of it was owned by, or one half of one duchy was owned by a guy, and we had to go to war with him twice. It was a bit of a pain in the arse, really. We could turn our attention to grabbing the rest of this area, especially as he's only got 181 troops right now. Oh, it's all coming from his allies. Oh, we could grab that in no time. What do you think? Oh, the other thing as well is everybody is complaining because I'm not taking concubines. Well, not everybody, but I see them coming quite a few times. We've got partition. We don't want to have... Yeah, we've got partition, and we're trying to keep our realm size small, right? So we don't want to have 10 sons. Otherwise, every son gets a different county. Then every son goes off bloody adventuring, or, you know, pressing new Casus Belli and expanding the realm out and causing us a nightmare. So trying to keep things as slim as possible. Maybe if we get a character that has, you know, Herculean or Giant or whatever and want to pass that on, I could be persuaded then. But for the time being, we've got to keep things very small and very focused as much as we possibly can. Other options then. Well, definitely not Byzantium. We could grab this from this guy. Get one part of Sicily there. You've only got 747 troops, but he's got an ally over there. Vastly inferior. So we could grab 2 provinces out of the 4 we need in Sicily. Venice is also a potential one that we could grab here. Oh, wow. Yeah, we could really just swoop Venice fast. Maybe we should do that first. Hang on. It's just occurred to me. The Serene Doge of Venice seems to not actually have Venice. It's very impressive. We haven't got to worry about that. We just need the island county. We don't need the title or anything like that. You don't have to have the associated duchies or kingdoms or whatever in the case of Venice. So we should be good then. Let's hit the ground running. Fuck it. Let's immediately go for Venice, and then I'll turn my attention to grabbing whatever counties we can in the position that they're in. So we'll go for those couple of counties in Sicily. We'll maybe not go for Malta because that's Byzantine. We'll take a look at how our armies stack up to these guys. These could actually prove quite difficult, especially because they've got obviously much better troops than us. So we'll be a bit more careful about that one. But this one is, I think, Probably a relatively safe one, actually. Boy, it really does take a long time to reinforce down here, hey? Oh. Recognize Cracker? Oh, my daughter. I mean, yes, of course, my daughter. Oh, her. Right, so she was one that was born before we started playing as this guy. He has mangled my daughter. The traitor deserves to die. Well, this guy's compassionate with playing right now, isn't he? Thorfinner. You are a shadow compared to Jerri. Chastised physician. Please don't do that again. Jerri would have ripped that man's head off without so much as a second thought. Right, let's get in there. Let's get in there. I know I'm sent. Look, I know that with 2,000 below the supply limit, 3,000 below the supply limit, above the supply limit, I should say. I know the troops are going to die. Doesn't really matter. Oh dear, is that Jerry's son, Tiny? Did we want to fuck Tiny's wife? Well, actually, there's no reason not to. Everyone nervous in thoughts that because we're compassionate, we don't want to reveal it. Because we're compassionate, maybe we'll just go for it, eh? Why not? There we go. Afterwards, Saga falls to the mattress with a thump, her breath ragged and eyes half closed. Languorously, I wipe sweat off her chest with gentle fingers. Oh, well, that's lovely. Well done, Thorfinner. Very compassionate after all. She becomes our lover, or she might think that we're clingy, or we get rid of her. You know what? This was just a pump and dump situation, I'm afraid. She appreciates my casualness. She was up for it. There you go. Hello. Don't mind me. I'm just here for your, Oh. Oh, shit. Catholic rulers invigorated by a call to arms from Pope Victor, wherever the hell Pope Victor is right now. Obviously, it has the papacy, but doesn't have any land at all. Wow. They've decided to declare war for England. We could join that defensively. To be honest, I could be very much persuaded to do that. Whoops. There is no longer the slightest doubt in my mind. Chieftess Saga, the wife of my uncle, Chieftain Tiny Jerrison, has given birth to a daughter. And we both know I'm the father. Just keep quiet about me. No one else knows the truth, at least for now. Yeah. Keep it to ourselves. Does Tiny think it's his? He does. Fine. Fine. That's okay. Don't worry about it. We'll split this army in half. Bear in mind we're taking supply. Actually, no, we haven't got a problem with supply anymore. I'm still going to split it in half. Let's send half these guys down to siege and leave half in Venice just to... Actually, to be fair, we didn't need to leave half. We could even split this one in half again and send another half to go siege. Oh! Okay. Okay. The savage warriors, clearly inspired by Loki, will ravage our lands and slaughter our people without mercy if we do not stop them. For the good of all us true faithful in England, we must prevail. Okay. And we're in on that, upright. Because we have land. We have fucking Isle of Wight, don't we? Bollocks. I guess I'm him now, whether I like it or not. What's the attrition looking like here? 6% a month. That's okay. Don't worry about it. It's only 6%. Now, the annoying part about this is there's... Oh! He just boat bombed into a massive army. Well, that's quite nice. The problem with this war against the Pope is, of course, the Pope is unlanded. Bloody hell. I mean, and also that. Yeah. No, I mean, that's really the big problem, isn't it? Well, then. There's no way to kind of kidnap the Pope. Shit. Yeah, what the hell are we going to do about this? I guess we'll just go and... Let's just go and defend our stuff. That's a good idea. I guess we'll just go out and siege some of the Christian counties in England then. Do whatever damage we really can while we're waiting for some people to turn up. What's the attrition looking like here? Well, the supply, I should say. Shit. We're like double. Ah, here we go. Right, this is good. This is good. Now, for whatever reason, all the Norse rulers here have decided that the best course of action was to stick their men on boats and fucking sail away. I'm well aware this is probably just a suicide charge, but you know what? At least I'm helping. We're not going to win this. I mean, it's obvious we're not going to win this, right? Look at it. Kind of hoping for some glory. You know, maybe an unexpected victory or something like that. Like I was saying, all the Norse rulers here put their men on boats and fucking sailed away. Which is very frustrating and causes us many problems. Let's just pick up whatever battles we can here. There you go. That's all we're here for. We're not here to try and win. We're here for the prestige. And if they take the Isle of Wight from us, I'll be very annoyed. Oh, we gained flexible leader. Hey, that's pretty good. There you go. The slaughter of Warwickshire. We did a great job there. We got 1,184 fame from that. Fucking hell. Okay. I mean, I'll say that for sure. Gotta watch out for those 11,000 East Francian troops kicking around. See, this is where my allies would really come in handy. What do you think? We might be able to pick those ones off up there, but that is... It's a little dangerous to go in for ourselves and do that, isn't it? There's somebody leading troops there that would be quite good to grab. Do you think I could maybe just kind of orbit around? Maybe grab these guys? That was a bad idea. You never know. We might get lucky. We might get very lucky. We'll have to get very lucky. Like, exceedingly lucky. This is where my allies could really come in and help us out. We're delaying the sieges, which is something. Wow. That's a brave man right there. Hello, it's Prince Carloman. Oh, okay. I'm sure we could maybe take him prisoner if that's okay. The forces captured... No, we fucking didn't. Because he wasn't even there. Oh, no, don't like that. Don't like that. It's okay. We're going this way. We're not going there. That's a silly place. Okay. We just got to pick up these kind of... Yeah, like here. Here is good. Grab these kind of random lone armies and slowly whittle them down wherever we can kind of manage it. Man, this sucks. 55%. We're actually winning. Man, I'm really surprised about that. No. But it's not all a victory. Queen Skuld is dead. We've been overwhelmed by stress. Ooh, that's a bit annoying. Well, let's see what the options are. Melancholic. I mean, it's... Moderate health penalty. Yikes. No. Frozen grief. See, I don't really like that either. Oh, all of these options are shit, aren't they? Drunkard isn't bad. Stewardship prowess, a tiny penalty to health. I would prefer that. Try and stay in the fight a bit longer. And by fight, I mean life. Trying to stay alive a bit longer. 63%. You know what? We might single-handedly win this fucking war. I better get control over the entire kingdom. Obviously, I know that's not a mechanic, but for someone else, they need to correct me. Look, we've got enough troops to clap these guys. Let's get in there. Well, our allies have come back, which is nice to see. Are they going to come down and help me out if we go for these guys? Catch them. I'm sure my allies will back us up. I'm sure my allies will back us up. We're quite far away still. Don't bank on it. Ooh, I don't like this. More men. They've got more counter. They're starving. Oh no, we're starving. Their supply is running low, and I love that they consider that a bonus. All right, let's hit south first. Give our guys time to back us up. That would be a massacre. Let's not head over there then. How are we looking now? See, this isn't ideal. Those guys being over there is an absolute pain in the ass, because I would like to chase them to the coast so that we can get all of our units together. Do not reinforce that. I mean, I haven't got a choice, because, you know, our guys have gone for it. And you know what? It actually worked. Fair enough. Fair enough. Okay. I thought that was a bit risky, but you know what? We're fine. So let's go chase him down then. Just try and keep the pressure on. And if our allies would do anything useful for once in their bloody lives. See if we can take that. No. Chances are even. You can fuck off. I'm not falling for your lies, Crusader Kings 3. The chances are not even. Let's see if some will split off. They might not all be... Okay, they are actually merged then. I don't like this. This is very risky. Let's kind of... Just kind of... Okay, where are they going now? I'm hoping we can get to a defensive position first. I mean, we're already there. So, I mean, we've got to go for this now. Go on. We are going to get annihilated. Damn, it was way closer than I thought. I was way close. We did a good job. Pretty victory, I think. Killed a lot of their troops off. Being a bit more careful about this war than I normally would any other war, simply because if we lose this and lose the Isle of Wight, we're not getting it back. And that's why we were careful. And now we are... Look at how embarrassed he is. I'm shocked. I make eye contact. The pitiful soldiers of St. George were no match for our warriors. Under the wise and pious leadership of... Under the wise leadership if you can fuck off. Under the wise leadership of Thorfinn Snorrison, who seems to have embraced his inner Jerry and gained a little bit of weightage there. That's the true faith will repel the invaders and reaffirm once more their claim over England. Perhaps next time the Catholic King Bishop will not be so eager to throw away the lives of his followers in a futile attempt to test the power of deer. Wow. What did we gain then? So, look at this. This is what I'm saying. 6,144 piety was divided among the participants. We got over a sixth of it. 25,000 prestige was divided out. We got over a fifth of it. 20% of our war chest. 20% of that war was us alone. And there was like a huge amount of people in that war. So be it. 9,100 prestige. You know what? Let's not say that he's Jerri level. And I don't think we can say he's Jerri level. But we can say that he is up there. We can say that he's done he's made a name for himself. You know, in his twilight years, it's taken him a bloody long time to get there. But finally, Thorfinner, at the age of 53, has done something incredible. And now we'll have a feast. And release our inner Jerri even more. Sappers, and then we'll go strategist, and then I'm not really sure where we want to go, because Jerri didn't even get down this far down Gallant. Theologian might not hurt. I'll be honest, I don't really know where to go after this. I suppose we go... Jerri started going down into August, didn't he, the first time? I mean, it's not bad. Praetorian Guard is obviously really nice. Now, we could get married to someone with a high stewardship skill. Simply for the purpose of doing good things for the realm. And I don't see why not. In a drunken stumble, Duchess Adelasia unlatched an enormous cauldron hanging over the fireplace in the middle of the feasting hall. Savoury broth welled forth to cover half the room in a sea of stew. The unsuspecting Lord Thorfinner, us, I assume. Yes, thank you. Seated next to the cauldron was caught by the rushing wave and loudly cursed his ruined appearances, grease rolled down his face. I thought we were going to be horribly scolded then. Guests rushed to the other side of the hall as the thick mass spread greasy tendrils among skipping feet. Wow, this is very over the top. Giving in to his insatiable hunger, Chieftain Tiny collapsed to the floor, swallowing as much as he could of the meaty mess, while Jarl Hjalmar watched in utter horror. I mean, Tiny doesn't really have to go far to... What the fuck kind of an event is that? All of my guests go home satisfied while I remain proud of my display of generosity. That said, Duchess Adelaide might carry more shame than satisfaction after overturning the cauldron. Cleaning up will not be cheap. We'll lose 25 gold to clean up the mess, but every guest gains 20 opinion of us. She did that on purpose. Catholic Sardinian. She wanted to get back at us in any way possible. Maybe she thought it would scold us to death and kill us. All it did was just make us a greasy, greasy boy. Can't believe that our dwarf uncle leapt face first into the oncoming tsunami. Unbelievable. How do we stack up to Sweden? Similar. Ooh, yeah. I mean, it's not very impressive on Sweden's part, given that they've got an entire fucking kingdom to work with, and we've got a bunch of islands. What is that? No. Frody Iverson, you are in my bad books. You don't pick up ram size that we don't bloody need. What's going on here? A Viking Romani conquest of the County of Ferrara? We're friends. What the fuck's wrong with you? County of Ferrara. Ferrara? We don't want Ferrara. Oh. Look at all the shit my vassals have picked up. What the fuck? No, I don't want any of this stuff. Demand conversion, if not, executor. Oh, bollocks. Oh, shit. I didn't accidentally subjugate Tuscany. I'm sure many people would have pointed that out yesterday. How the fuck has this happened? What a mess. Got our independence. You can't grant independence in this, can you? Wow, this is horrible. That's too much. We'll just surrender. You take Ferrara. Yeah, surrender it. Honestly, genuinely take it. I don't want their shit. Oh, that sucks. Granted, we're nowhere near our ram size yet, so we haven't got much to worry about, but it's not... It's a slippery slope, it really is. Because each one of those vassals could go out and do their own county conquest, so this is going to get a little bit dangerous. She alone is contributing 7 to our ram size. Jarl Hakon is... Oh, that's a Jerri through and through. Look at him. What a guy. To be fair, all of his ram, it might be 4 ram size, but it's all stuff that we need. Is she also a Jerri? She looks like... Oh, jeez. They're all starting to look like Jerri. One part of this family ended up being like full Jerri. And then our side has gone like anti-Jerri. Wow, I wish we could be playing this side. Look at them. Like, both relatives of Tiny. There was a little bit of incest going on back at one point, wasn't there? Let's celebrate slapping around the Catholic Church in the only way that we know best. The Grand Blue. Who can I What can I sacrifice? Did we pick up anybody good? Picked up a lot of commanders. Random count, random mayor. Any dukes? Any bishops? Nothing. Well, Count Bosson, I'm afraid, my friend, you are head sacrifice. To be fair, it's probably the best sacrifice we've ever had. Or we can raise a runestone as well. Can we raise it to... Look, you have to do it. We have to follow the tradition set before us. 44 stress because we're compassionate, but someone made a good argument in the comment section yesterday that he is ambitious too. He would try and live up to that expectation that's been set out for him. And that is, I mean, that's the whole reason the stress system's in place, right? So, do it. Do what must be done, even if it stresses him out. So can we... Oh, I don't want to talk about him. I want to talk about how the fact that we basically just single-handedly won a bloody crusade. My vanquished foe, Duke Cristoforo. Sure, why not? Duke Cristoforo, then. Stick a runestone in Venice. That seems pretty good, actually. I quite like that. There you go. Oh, man, these guys are good. Look. 29, 25, 19. I mean, hell, even 19 would normally be very, very good. God, these guys are so powerful. Count Arnie. Is that the Arnie that fought Jerry? It absolutely is. He's still going. We got another Arnie. What the fucking berserker's called Arnie? How's our heir coming out? Hey! Redeeming himself a bit. He got a cool beard for a start and one of the cool Jerry helmets. He's a berserker. Oh, shit. Redeeming himself. Okay, this is good. And his wife is part of our dynasty too. I thought she was looking a little smooth in the face, you know? Wow, and his daughter was, our granddaughter, Berry, is robust. Rowdy. Intrigue. No. You're gone. Educate her. This could be good. This could be great. 4 prisoners can be ransomed. I mean, there's nothing else we can do with them as this guy, because he can't execute because he's compassionate. We can't execute for piety, which sucks. This guy's, like, being compassionate as Norse is so bad. You can't do the execution for piety. You can't do the bloot without being upset about that. You can't do the pillaging event where you get the gold without him also being stressed out. I mean, granted, we haven't really been worried too much about the stress here. 18. Earl Brynjolf. What's he got? 19. Ooh, that's a gamble. Ambitious, though. What's he done? He's a fornicator. I feel like we're not really one to talk. I don't think we would challenge him to a trial by combat for being a fornicator. Seems a bit of a weird one. We're also compassionate. Yeah, I don't think that really works. Just give away Venice. Venice is really good, but only for the Doge. Gives all that incredible stuff, but obviously getting a republic government tends to be quite difficult, actually. A little bit tough. Let's give it to you. You've got quite the martial score. We might break 10,000 prestige with this guy, and if we could do that, that would be awesome. To say that we started yesterday as this guy with, like, massively negative prestige, and it was dropping bloody fast. What about you? How are we looking here? Similar to ours. Who's his ally? Who's his ally that's supposedly so powerful? Oh, the Abbasids? Oh, I'm not bothered about the bloody Abbasids. Okay. And this guy too. Marrakesh. Okay, that's a bit more of a concern. All I want is your islands. And we could do it in one war. We're not actually fully reinforced yet either. So let's let those guys reinforce, and then we'll see what damage we can do. We could invest some of this prestige. You know, rather than trying to break 10,000 prestige for nothing but vanity, we could just invest back into our armies here instead. And I'll be honest, who cares if it costs us 12 prestige a month when we've got 7,253 and potentially more on the way. A Leviathan. Just like Jerry. A whale. Get the harpoons. Let the others handle it. Bring me the carcass. A fearsome creature of majesty. Leave it. The whale goes free because we are compassionate. But he's also a hunter. What a grand quarry. You face a true Leviathan of the deeps. 50-50 again. This is the true test to see whether or not he is capable of living up to the name of Jerry. He might have the paragon of virtue and the living legend and the war under his belt. Can he do what Jerry did? Beast escapes you. I'm disappointed, Thorfinner. Already thought you were the one. Our bands are reinforced. We're not kind of fully reinforced yet on our levies. 317 per month. I suppose we can hang around a little bit longer. Close enough. 10,783. Let's get to it. Oh my god, I've almost converted Cagliari over to Stature as well. I completely forgot I was even trying that. Just thought I'd do it for a laugh, you know? Just for a bit of fun. Oh, inferior. Oh my god, did they just break their alliance with the Abbasids? Well, that was bloody good timing. I'm glad. Oh my god, and Marrakesh? What? Okay, I'm not going to complain about that one. So we want this one, right? That is for the Duchy of Mallorca. Done. That's mine. This is going to be so fucking easy now. We are now a strategist. Where do we want to go? Now, I'll be honest. Writing history would be the one that we really should be going for, right? To see those new lifestyle, the new dynasty legacies as soon as possible. But I don't want to force it. I do want to kind of roleplay the characters a little bit here, and I don't know whether or not August for... He's ambitious, though. I mean, is there really a higher point? This guy I can kind of justify it a little bit with. Fine. Ritual, tradition, and glory. Yeah. Okay. With this guy, it's believable, but the Berserker guy? I don't know if he'd really be up for that so much. We'll see how it goes. Let's split these guys in half. Let's send half of half over to Mallorca. Send the other half of half to Ibiza. Then send... No. That 5,000 I want over in that direction. Berry. Lazy, craven, arbitrary. Ugh. Arbitrary it is. Fine. That's a horrible choice, actually. Then we'll slowly siege our way in towards their capital. That's going to take a bloody long time, though. By that time, we'll have the... No, you're all right. By that time, we'll have the war goal completely under our control. Fuck off. Good God. I don't care about all your minor bloody wars. Is it a good idea, do you think, just to leave our guys there? Just to hold the line? Or should we split? Let's split half off, actually, and send them to go and back up our army over here. So they're already out of supply again. There you go, comment section. I'm keeping an eye on supply. It's down to me. We would just be carpet sieging. Just non-stop. Let's move that slightly higher quality army down to Alicante. Oh. Queen of Me's getting the trade pregnant. Well, that was unlikely. Okay, fine. I'm not necessarily unlikely, but unexpected. Ooh, battle war score. Hey, I'll take that happily. I feel like my man's just... Or not. I feel like my man's just come out of a massive war here. Which is why we've just been able to kind of sweep through it a little bit. So let's merge these two. Because it's not even going to give us 3,000 with that. We've become obese. From leading troops. Curse all this walking around and hard fighting. Bollocks. Died of obesity. Wow, he got obese and then, like, had a heart attack, like, immediately. Fucking hell. 24 years we were playing as that guy. Which is pretty pathetic, because original Jerri, we were playing for quite literally, like, 51 years. Let's go to lineage here. Original Jerri, 51 years. Thorfinn at 24. Wow, that was quick. Look, they're getting smaller and smaller. This isn't right. Thorfinner. Sort it out. Okay. Authority. Ugh. I mean, it's not bad, to be fair. Could be a lot worse. Okay. Go on, then. Let's go for strategy focused again. I feel like we have to. Concubines. Are there any available that we could do anything with? I mean, yeah. Actually, kind of okay. She's not very pleased about that. Understandably. Oh, they had another daughter. Ingeborg. I want to rename her. Oh, why didn't we get told about this? Stupid Ingeborg. Yeah, go away. Right, Barry, get educated. What's our guy like then? So to recap, we are deceitful, just, and vengeful, which is a weird combo. Brilliant strategist, 22 martial, hail, and berserker. Okay. Call hunt, host feast, invite champions. Well, let's immediately start with that. What's his, has he got a chosen deity? He hasn't. Well, let's go for our personal deity then. Odin, chief of the Aesir. I think that Ulla has been good to our family. And you would have gotten kind of familial favored Aesir or deities. So I think that Ulla has been good to us, and he's led us to obviously strength and riches. I think I'm going to stick with Ulla. We're not going to host a feast or have a hunt yet, because we are going to get this guy to lead troops, because he is very good. Also be a nice way to get some glory going for him. So let's swap him out to here then. 92%. Okay, we might not even need to get their capital. To be fair, by the time we grab this, it might be over. This place is a real pain in the ass to siege. Wow, this is really not going well. My dear brother. King... Partition succession. Ah, good, yes. It it made Sardinia for our brother, Steen Thorfinnison. That is not okay. And I will be taking back Sardinia and Corsica very soon. Very soon indeed. Let me finish this war first, which will be done by taking war score right now. That's ours. Thank you. A little bit of fame, a little bit of prestige to kick things off. Yeah, raise the runestone. In honor of Thorfinner or Sultan Muhammad? You know what? Thorfinner had his problems. His compassion was a massive weakness. He didn't quite slay that whale. But he was still good. You know, the 9,000, almost 10,000 prestige. Basically single-handedly defending England. I think he deserves it. Let's put it in. Let's put it in the capital. Let's put it in Iceland. No. Decline. 483. We inherit the armies. Subjugate him. Can't. 750 prestige. Bollocks. Did somebody say host a feast? Oh yeah, sorry. I should have had the hunt first, because obviously that gives a little bit more prestige. But either way, we should be able to do this in no time. There we go. That puts us across 1,000 prestige. We'll have can we have a hunt as well? You're an there we are. I was about to say we're not actually an activity at all. Right. Anything that will give us. Oh god, he's got to be a Jerri. Good god. Is it like everybody else in this friggin' dynasty besides our current branch got all the brawn and size of Jerri? Unbelievable. Another 150. Right. Okay. So we're kind of safely in a place where we can build up our armies with no problem and also declare this war. This is mine. My claims. Do you want to go claims, which is 150, or subjugate for 750? Claims will give us everything anyway. Subjugate will make him our vassal. I want everything. I think we'll just take everything, right? We go Kingdom of Sardinia and then destroy it. Whereas if we subjugate, we'll take the title, we'll destroy it, but he'll still be our vassal, whereas this should give us back the land too. I want to kneecap him if possible so that he doesn't expand out. Basically. It is a little one-sided when one of us inherits, well, everything. all of the thousands and thousands of armies. There's his troops. Get him. Are we fighting him? Oh, brother will fight brother. Don't be a kinslayer. That would not be ideal. What would Jerri say if he could see us now? Oh my god, the attrition. Careful there. Oh god, be careful. Be careful. Barry keeps the trait deceitful. Let's go. Is honest, if deceitful is a sin, honest is a virtue. No, it's not. That doesn't make any fucking sense. Well, I mean, it does. It's not quite, as a bit of a false dichotomy, really. Let's go for humble. Doesn't seem very good, but okay, sure. Why not? We can change the contract if we want to. I always found this contract system a little bit unnecessary. Maybe that's just me. I only ever modify it when we have a hook. It's never really something I bother with otherwise. Oh, here we go. By their very nature, ting meets can often be extremely boring. If tempers don't flare up and no one gets dramatic, then it's just a long list of low-ranking freemen discussing petty affairs and standing out in the rain. Yes, King, I'm required to be here. Growing older every single second, watching the men of Vesterland talk to each other to death. Wishing for a war to save me from this living hell. Must stay awake. 15% chance of gaining 150 prestige. 85% chance of losing 150 prestige. We lose 10 stress because we're just. Or, I could be doing useful things with this time. We daydream about strategy. Wow, that's very efficient. I'm trying to see the tooltip, but if we hover over the trait... Fuck me. If we hover over the trait... I don't care. If we hover over the trait, then it hides it. Anyway, it's pointless I'm taking a nap. Sod it. We'll go for that. Right, what does daydream about strategy give them? Martial +3. Bloody hell, that's good. It's a 28 martial. Oh! That's it. Well, to be fair, I mean, it's like... Oh my god, what happened here? There better be a fucking graphical error, I'm telling you. Brother, what did you do? It's all fallen apart. How has this fucking happened? Granted independence. I bet when we went to war with him, it was a peasant uprising. They said, hey, we're leaving because you quite literally can't stop us. And he said, yeah, you're right. I can't stop you. Oh, I got to tidy up all my bloody land now. But to be fair, this guy's younger than the last two characters we played as. He's only 29. He's also got hail, so he should live for a lot longer too. This guy, I'm hoping we can get kind of a Jerri length of, well, we won't get 51 years out of him, but we'll get a very long time out of him anyway. Let's go ahead and leave it there, because we've got some tidying up to do, but we didn't actually gain that much land because of that bloody war with, the Pope. Still got to grab those couple of islands from Sweden. Tidy back up the provinces that we had. Then all we need is Sicily, Malta, the Aegean and the Ionian Islands, and obviously the islands in Sweden there too. So, break it up into 5 parts. And then in theory, we're good. And then we'll see if the new patch actually will trigger that achievement. Again, I've had confirmation it will, but we'll see how that goes. Thank you all for watching. Hope you're enjoying some Jerri Kingage. We need to try and breed Giant and Herculean back into the dynasty as soon as possible, because it's just unacceptable right now. What is acceptable, though, is the insane top tier level patrons for making the channel possible. A big thank you to Neo Zela, Shade Slayer, CK3, Sumeth, Elias, Buen Gun, Lupus, Galupo Fruit Hag, Voodoo Mumbo, Jobo Daddy, Moira, Mr. Chakotay, Baldor Hammer, JT, and Necrophilim for their support, the executive producer tiers over on Patreon. Big thank you to you guys for making the channel possible in the first place. And a thank you as well to Francesco R, Blue Chaos, Scott, Lilac, Lucius Martius, Flom, thanks for the loan, Bojo, Lanath, Salican J, Maran Kadalbe, Bordoon, Spongy Bomb Monster, Omegador, and Proximity Jones.